Hi, this is Dr. Dale Cooper, Cooper Chiropractic Center in Clearwater, Florida. Sometimes people ask me, how did you become a chiropractor? Well, it's actually kind of a funny story. See, I was studying in University of Southern Illinois, and I was studying to become a dentist. And I really wanted to be a dentist. From the time I was probably 11 years old, I thought, it would be really cool to be a dentist and be specializing in children, because as a child, I didn't like to go to the dentist. It was a fearful experience for me. My thought was it didn't need to be that way. Somewhere in my third year of undergraduate school, a fellow student said to me, why don't you become a chiropractor? And I said, no way. I said, I don't want to be called a quack. And I said, why do you say that? He says, because you think like a chiropractor. I go, think like a chiropractor? How does a chiropractor think? Well, I thought about it and actually brought it up to a professor in the middle of a class that I was taking at this time. He overheard this conversation where I said I didn't want to become a chiropractor because I didn't want to be called a quack. And he said, have you ever been to a chiropractor? I said, no. And he said, have you met a chiropractor? And I said, no. He says, where does that come from? Like I was caught red-handed with my hand in a cookie jar. I didn't really know about chiropractic. I was just basing it on what I'd heard. And I bet a lot of people have actually heard that expression. I went on and I said, let me go and investigate this then, and look for myself. So I visited a chiropractic college, which was very near where I was attending undergraduate school, and it was the Logan College of Chiropractic. I met with the Dean of Admissions. He looked at my transcripts, and he said, we could have you here in this next coming semester, but you'll be on a trial basis. He said, if your grades make it, you can stay. I thought, wow, that's amazing. Okay. I went to a friend of mine who was a dentist. He was my mentor. And I asked him, I said, listen, I'm thinking about looking into chiropractic school. What do you think? He says, you got nothing to lose. He says, the first 2 semesters are almost identical anyway. You're studying anatomy and physiology, a number of the things that you'd be studying in dental school. He said, why not give it a shot? I enrolled. I was accepted. I started in the January class, and I'll never forget that day. It was snowing like crazy, but I made it, arrived on time, and on that first day, everybody got out to tell their story. Why are they there? Everybody in the room had a story to tell, how they were saved by chiropractors. Their uncle was a chiropractor, their father was a chiropractor. You name it, everybody had a story to tell. When it came to me, I didn't have a story to tell. I still hadn't even been to a chiropractor. I didn't know why I was there. I was there to find out about chiropractic. That week, we were all introduced to chiropractic. We had become the patients to the senior doctors who were just starting their internship. X-rays were taken. They showed me what was going on in my spine, and I got my very first adjustment from a student of chiropractic. Bam! The lights came on. The headaches that I had had every day of my life since the age of 13 completely went away. I was amazed. I couldn't believe it. This was a student doctor, not even somebody who was a licensed professional yet, had taken away the headaches I'd had every day of my life in a single adjustment. I couldn't believe it. I said, I gotta know how this works. I moved myself from the back row of the class to the front row of the class, and I sat there. I was the one who raised my hand and said, why? I'll never forget it. One time, one of the professors, he says, you keep asking why, how come? And I said, because somebody's gonna ask me and I need to know the answer to the question. He goes, we have a library here. Go to the library and look it up. I became expert at learning how to use the library, learning how to continue my studies, because they told us that the amount of information on health doubles every 2 years. And you all can't expect to leave this place knowing all the things that you're going to need to know. You need to continue learning no matter what. And I've taken that to heart, and that's what I've done. This is 38 years now. I haven't stopped learning. I continue to advance my education all the time. Why? because I want to be the best chiropractor I can be. I want to be able to help people in a way that nobody in medicine or surgery could ever possibly be able to expect to achieve. Chiropractic has definitely changed my life. It's changed my family's life. And I'm sure it could change anybody's life. So I thought I'd share that story with you. Maybe you'll find it interesting. Thank you.